So good to see you on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Josh Doan, and we're walking outside to a beautiful 80 degrees with mostly sunny skies. The dew point right now, 66, humidity at 62%. You know, earlier this morning there was reports of patchy fog that developed around the Suncoast, but now all that fog is mostly mixed out, burned off, and we can enjoy mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies later on this afternoon. Nothing going on here on the satellite radar for the Sunshine State other than the sunshine. So let's break down the weather headlines for this forecast today. A west coast sea breeze is going to develop. We haven't experienced this in a while, and that means that the winds from the west are going to move a little bit further inland now, since this area of high pressure is starting to break down and sag to the south. So that means that if there is any shower activity at all, it will be inland. As far as our forecast today, yes, it's actually going to be a tad cooler. Yesterday we hit a record high of 86 degrees. Today we're about at our high temperature right now in the low 80s because of the westerly winds. You have an easterly wind to warmer wind. Wind moves over land. The land heats up quicker than the water, and it heats up more than the water. But if the wind is going over the water, which it's going to be doing this afternoon, it's not going to be as warm as it was like it was yesterday. And then as far as our forecast this coming week, as far as later in the week, Friday, more powerful cold front comes our way to help cool things down. And it's going to feel a little shock to the system when we're talking about temperatures about 20 degrees cooler than what we're experiencing for our forecast highs today. Our radar remains quiet. Like I said, it's possible an isolated shower could develop later on this afternoon, more like an isolated drizzle if that even happens. But if that does happen, most likely will be inland. So nothing going on the radar, and our futurecast does depict maybe a few showers that could develop well east of 75 today. But as you can see, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies in the forecast. And then, well, these winds I've been talking about, we've had an easterly wind that's going to shift now thanks to an area of high pressure that settles down or sags down to the south, and that return flow around it will be coming in from the west. Now, as far as temperatures go, we are in a very good spot right now in the lower 80s, much better than up here in North Dakota with temperatures only in the lower single digits. But you can see the demarcation line between the two air masses, the colder air to the north and west, and that warmer air out in front of this system. And this cold front is actually coming southward, but it's going to basically wash out in North Florida and pretty much fall apart. There's another system behind it, though, that will arrive by Thursday night into Friday that's really going to bring us that cooler air. And we're talking about highs on Friday only in the mid-60s. Now, once again, the area of high pressure sags southward. We'll have more of that westerly wind around it, helping to aid to that sea breeze for later on this afternoon and tomorrow as well. For the tides today, the high tide will actually be at 12:59 p.m., right at the end of our noon newscast. Low tide at 5 p.m., sunset at 5:45 this evening. For the boaters, expect a northwesterly wind at 5 to 10 knots, seas at 1 to 2 feet with smooth conditions in the bays. Beautiful conditions at the beach, 79. 82 should be our high today. Maybe some areas just a touch warmer than that, but here we go. Here's the big picture. Enjoy these nice temperatures if you like warm conditions, fall or spring-like conditions. And then by Thursday night, that cold front comes in. The winds are going to start cranking, maybe up to 25 miles per hour with those higher wind gusts. And then by Friday, that cooler air is ushered in the wake of that cold front, a high of only 64. But hey, we rebound back into the upper 70s as we get into the first day of 2017, which is Sunday, a high of 78.